To It podcast. And on this show, if you don't know already, it's a great spot to pull up to if you're in a space of trying to build something, or if you're trying to keep things together, or if you just simply trying to just keep the wheels from just falling off, right? You know what I mean? And just got two dudes on here just really just shooting the shit with people and people that we admire and bringing them on the show to kind of share some of their journeys with y'all and give y'all some advice or just share some of their story. Maybe you can get some inspiration in it or find a gem. But I'm your host, Lano. I got my good brother with his hat backwards, always, forever, Jeremy Pape. And on today's episode, we have the ever so talented Mr. Blaak Jordan himself.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
What's up
thank
with
you
you,
for
bro?
being here.
Coolin', man. This is my first podcast, so.
Oh, yeah, we get to break him in, y'all.
Do not fuck it up.
With the
Hey,
family.
don't fuck it up, man. Don't fuck it up. Don't be saying,
my best,
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
fucking
gonna
with you.
try my best.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah, we got you.
Yes.
But nah, man, like I was saying on the intro, man, we bring people on because these are people that inspire us or that we're admired by their craft or their talent or they hustle or they drive. And you were one of those people that came up for us, man, and it was like a no-brainer to get you to come on the show.
Facts.
100%.
That's fire.
You know, I haven't been knowing you that long, bro, but within the time that I've gotten to know you, I mean, you are an extremely talented individual. And the one thing what inspires me or that I admire about you a lot, man, is your attention to detail and like the passion you bring to your craft, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really like, hey, let's get it right. Let's do it right. Let's get it right. And I love that, man, because as an artist, that's what I want to be too. That's what I strive to be every day in my craft. And I know Pape does the same thing, right? So I just want to give you your flowers in front of everybody, whoever's watching, whoever's
Appreciate
viewing,
that,
whoever's
bro.
peeping out, man, that, yeah, bro, you dope, man, and you a dope talent.
Yes.
Yeah, well, let's get into it, man.
Yeah, but maybe just like, because I met Jordan, maybe just like talk about like how you guys.
Yeah, how we met?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so it was a mutual friend of ours. Shout out to homie Justin. But I'm on my journey to becoming the next big me, right? And I think within that space, you start to find the people who are also doing the same things. And so I think really meeting Jordan was very organic. I just pulled up to a thing that he was doing, and then the homie kind of ran an interference of just like, I think y'all two should connect because he sees great things in Jordan and sees great things in me too. And I think it's just when two things are supposed to cross paths at whatever season,
Got
it
it.
just happened. So I think it's really super organic, man, and we hit the road running like, it's kind of like we had a plan before we even talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit was just coming
Yeah.
together. We like, hey, yo, let's do this. Let's do
Man, we
this.
jumping off the bridge.
Yeah, let's do.
Yeah.
Hey, shoot from
Yeah.
half court, like you say. Like,
Facts.
let's get busy. So I think our meeting, it wasn't something spectacular. It was just very organic, like really like true alignment. Kind of like with me and you, like how we met. It was
Yeah.
same situation of people. It's like, oh, Pape will be the guy for this, and we think Pape will fuck with you, and vice versa. And then
Totally.
you put these two people in the room, you like people just watching, like what's gonna happen, and then it happened, right? Like first time I went to Jordan's house, bro, we started cooking up. I go in the crib, he's playing beats, you know what I'm saying? We
Sick.
vibing out, and I felt right at home instantly. And he playing music, and I'm just in there freestyling like I ain't freestyled in my life before. Like really getting back to it, like the
Yeah.
rawness, not like the lack of skill, but really like, wow, I remember this feeling.
Yeah.
And I think through that we had a dope connection because I think he got to get a shot at my talent. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying?
100%.
Facts. Incredible talent, too.
Appreciate you, bro.
You already know. Yeah, man.
What okay, Jordan, so you're insane raw talent, but you have like a very clear understanding of what you're going after. First, you're a producer, a musician. What's like your, what would you label yourself if someone's asking?
Mm.
I guess a creative, for real.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm like maybe more so visionary.
Yeah.
For sure, because I like to see things to like from the beginning to end
Yeah.
before it even ever happens. It's like, okay, I done been around certain stuff and certain people to know like, okay, cool, like okay, they got it. You know what I'm saying? Like such as Eleno, you feel
Right.
me? Like he's got it. We go to the studio. I was like, yo, let's get straight to it.
Yeah.
We went in the studio. He's like, yo, let's lay it down. We in there recording. Like,
Yeah.
literally was recording that did a whole song that first day of meeting.
Sick.
But yeah, man. I would say I'm
Visionary,
a
huh?
creative
Yeah.
visionary. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like to it's gotta make sense to me, like on that.
For sure. Like
on
it's
the
got to be
long
something that
term.
you're passionate about.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Have
Mhm.
you been like that your whole time as like upbringing wise? Like, have you always had this thing about you to where you like, I'm a visionary, like even as a kid and on kids stuff?
I feel like yeah, yes and no. Like I'm kind of like being more intentional about that
Mm-hmm.
because it's like time. You got time. Like that's the other thing. Like we all got time, so it's like, well, what you gonna do with your time?
Right.
You gonna invest and shoot from the hip or shoot from half court, like we say. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, um,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's really because I mean, we pretty much as a creative, like when you're in that world, I'm pretty sure or could understand like you can make time for what you want.
For sure.
You
Mhm.
know,
100%. Yes.
so yeah. With that being said, it's just kind of like just choosing and being intentional. Like, okay, cool, we're gonna work on some stuff, but we're gonna get this album done.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna shoot this shot. We're gonna shoot this shot.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
might end up on the road before it's all said and done, or we might be dropping the
it to
album and getting on the road next year. Like
Right.
whatever it is, it's always got to be some type of like end goal.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. So you're not just making shit just for the fuck of it, just so that the pals can have a nice barbecued slapper.
Done. We just coming to kick it so you can make some beats.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Jordan, make them beats, and then we gonna sit over here and just eat this chicken.
I'll freestyle after a couple
Y'all
40s.
freestyle? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope, man. I think that's a really dope gift. You know what I mean? So when it comes to drumming though, like, yep, gotta get it right. All right,
But yeah, no, that's cool.
good job, man. Shout out to
Definitely
Pape, y'all. If y'all haven't
enjoy-
met Pape,
Oops.
still here on the job, off the job, while on the job. Podcast host and cameraman, fixer, board runner. But not like when it comes to drumming, right? When did it start, man? When's your journey? When did that? Tell me some of that, bro.
Well, contrary to what I was told, I started playing drums when I was 2.
Come on.
Pots and pans. My grandparents eventually got me like a little small drum set, tore that up.
Mm-hmm.
From there, my granddad, actually, I remember this because I always regret the fact that I still don't have my first drum set to this day because I tore it up.
Yeah.
Like I literally tarnished it. It was done. Like he bought me this drum kit from like a pawn shop. It had like a naked lady. Need I remind you, my granddad was a pastor.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
yeah.
He painted it. He was,
Got his cross on the front.
He had the barn in the backyard.
Yeah.
He used to make my drumsticks. He used to, what color you want them?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Like a ran out drumstick, he'll make me drumsticks. I literally remember that, like as a kid.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But one thing I didn't know was that he had this expensive kit that I didn't know was so expensive because it was my first real drum set.
Mm-hmm.
To be real.
Yeah.
But I trashed it. He put it on the side of the road. Trash can came, picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was all
But
she
now you
wrote.
look back on that, you like, man, if I
Yeah.
could have that,
Yeah.
if I'd have known then that I was gonna be here
Facts.
with the drums to be able to still have that, I feel that.
Right.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, you
there's a lot
started
of
young, so your grandfather helped support that dream. Like
Mhm.
he's the one who put them sticks in your hand type
Facts.
of deal.
Yeah.
That's tight, man.
Shout out to Hickory View Missionary Baptist Church.
Yeah.
those. That's right.
So you said he was a pastor. So he was a pastor. So I mean, you had talked off camera. So you played in the church
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
It's tight.
It was a funny ass story for real. Like, I had been telling my granddad, like, I used to go, he didn't know. Like, some Sundays, he'll be like, coming with me to church? I'd be like, nah. Going with my people, like,
Yeah.
going over here. They got,
Whatever's going
they
on.
got
Babes.
the guitars, the
Yeah.
basses,
Yeah.
the organs, the choir, the youth choir. They
Yeah.
shouting, it's just fun. Like, they got
Yeah.
the drummers. They let me play from time to time.
Yeah.
Like, altar call, the slow
Mhm.
songs. Except for when I was not getting in trouble. Like,
Yeah.
they would let me, get up. In the days that they would be terrible. I'd be sitting on the front row, crying.
Crying. Yeah.
Eventually, probably getting a whooping
Yeah.
by the end of that day.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's like, well, y'all not, no, don't even think about it. Like, nah, you remember what you did?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, like shout out to my granddad, man. Like it was one Sunday we went to this guest church. It was like a late, like 4 o'clock service kind of thing.
Mhm.
We went to their church. They had a drum set. I was like,
Touch that.
yeah, y'all got some sticks?
Yeah.
They
Like, I'm
went.
ready.
I was so young then.
Yeah.
He was like, go ahead, get on the drums. You know,
Yeah.
you're just trying to show out for the church or whatever. I
Yeah.
got on the drums, held it down to the point where they had the deacon board and the deaconess board. They had a whole meeting about buying a drum set for the church. It was like $500.
Just because you had went up in there and did your thing.
Yeah, back then I was like probably $500,
Yeah.
$400 for like a whole drum set, everything.
Yeah.
So they had the meeting. They was like, yeah, we're gonna get these drums. Boom, they got the drums. They started paying me $30 every week.
Yeah.
I told you I was gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to say, when you got to talk about that first check you
yeah,
got.
that was my first paid gig. I was 8 years old.
8
at
years
the
old.
church.
Made a 30 piece.
Me and the upright
Uh,
piano.
Rich.
Miss Marilyn. Shout out to Miss Marilyn.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what you did with that first 30 when you got it, man? Do you remember? Can you remember what you think, if you can't remember, what you think you would have bought with that 30 or did with it?
Yeah.
If I'm thinking right,
Think right now.
I was probably spending it on like McDonald's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the go-to McDonald's
Yeah.
order?
Back then, 2 double cheeseburgers.
Yes.
Large sweet tea. They had the large
Yeah.
dollar sweet tea.
Yeah.
The large fry.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, now
And
y'all.
it's $5
Now McDonald's,
over
y'all heard that. We
Yeah.
need the Jordan. We need the Black Jordan meal.
Yeah.
Two double
you know,
cheeseburgers.
You know, I heard my man
Yeah.
say
No-
we speaking it into life.
No pickles.
No,
No
pickles.
pickles.
2
Yeah.
double cheeseburgers. No pickles.
Yeah.
Large sweet tea.
Yeah.
And the fries.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
that
stop
was it.
playing with the
Yeah.
30. Call it the 30 for 30 meal.
Yeah.
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 man.
All right, man.
That's how
So
it started.
what you got something for Jordan? You know, I'm just gonna run because this is my homie too. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, what was it like transitioning from church to secular tunes? Was your family like, ooh,
No.
Mm.
Actually,
that's cool?
so I was living in North Carolina for a while. Then I ended up moving to Jacksonville, Florida. That's where I kind of like grew up. I was still young, like, 9, 8 years old, whatever.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
I was out there. I was still going to church, playing, trying to sneak on the drums at whatever church I was at. It didn't
That was your
matter.
thing.
Yeah, man. I'd honestly say it changed because I was like begging my mom to buy me some drums, and she was like, "Well, okay, you want a drum set?" They had, that's back when they had the music stores, like
Yeah, like
in
Grainers
all the
and-
little plazas, like
Yeah.
the little
Music
small
go
music
rounds
stores.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah,
the little
yeah.
small joints, the mom and pop shops.
Yeah.
Walking by seeing drums, I'm like, I want that drum set.
Yeah.
She got me some drums. Eventually, I probably was like, say like 9 or 10 at
Mhm.
that point, 11 maybe. She got me a kit. When she got me the kit, she got me a little CD player with the speakers and stuff or whatever. Got me like all the unwraps. I don't know if y'all know about unwrap.
Mm-mm.
No.
So unwrap was like for a church boy.
Mhm.
Like what's
They gonna know
cool.
what you talking
It's
about.
instrumental.
Yeah.
It's the instrumental jazzy.
Mhm.
They got Mike Phillips, all these amazing musicians, Tony Royster, like all the great musicians or whatever.
Had
They
the-
was playing on top of the
The raps.
the old school Return of the Mac,
Yeah.
like that kind of vibe. So I started just like, playing that. Like that was like what I loved to listen
Yeah.
to. That's all I
Yeah.
listened to at a
Mhm.
certain time. Like at that time, that's all I cared to listen to.
Yeah.
Rap, jazz. Shout out to them. Eventually, I was outside. People was banging on my garage. I'm in the garage playing with my speakers loud.
Yeah.
My little boombox or whatever, playing loud, and I'll start opening my garage. Next thing you know, it's people skateboarding outside. My whole driveway full of the whole neighborhood of people just watching me play
Playing hits.
to
Unwrapped.
songs they know, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
instrumental jazz. Like, so from there, she used to take me to a lot of concerts.
Mhm.
Like I think inspired me as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, like my first concert was what was his name? Al Jarreau.
Al Jarreau.
That was my first concert.
Man,
and
I
I
heard
was
that
shook.
name in my house.
Man, I was
I
shook.
don't even know who that is.
Look, that's your homework for next week.
All right, Al Jarreau.
Al Jarreau. That was my first concert. From then, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I want to do that. Like, I want to be on stage with them.
Mhm.
I don't want to be in the crowd. I want to
Yeah.
be playing drums with them folks or
Yeah.
whoever, whatever.
So it really
That's,
was just
that's him right here.
that's definitely him.
Yeah. Yeah, Al Jarreau, man. He's
A
it was
legend.
incredible.
Yeah.
You know, that was my first concert.
So you would say your transition from church drums to secular, right, was just natural. It wasn't a tug of war thing. It wasn't no issue. It was just like
I mean,
dude just actually just naturally
I was
talented.
tugging with it.
Yeah.
I was tugging with it because of my upbringing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I love gospel. Like I'm a gospel boy. Like
yeah, for sure.
gospel
yeah.
head. You
Yeah,
feel me?
man.
Like my
Yeah.
granddaddy. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like everything he did, watching him. Like I used to want to just be like him. But
That's cool.
like it was one point he was like, so when you gonna pass you the torch? You be the pastor.
Yeah. Can I play the drums and be the pastor?
Yeah.
Can you picture
I'm like,
that?
I don't know about that.
And the Lord said, boom, boom, boom.
I don't know about that, Papa.
That'd be,
I don't know, man.
That'd be crazy.
You know. Yeah, man. But he was a great dude, man.
Yeah.
He taught me about getting money for real, like working
Yeah.
as a child. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'd
Right.
work, he'd be like, "This how much money you could have made, but since you wanted McDonald's and 2 double cheeseburgers and
No
a
pickles.
Right.
large tea, this how much money you spent on McDonald's. So
Right.
this how much money you getting.
Yeah.
Went from 1,500 to 500,
Right.
and I'm a young kid. I'm like,
Right.
$500. I ain't
Yeah,
care.
it
I ain't give a
works for
damn.
me.
I ain't
You
care.
took me back to McDonald's, so
Yeah,
you said I
yeah,
could
for
get a
real.
double cheeseburger
Yeah.
tonight too, right?
For real. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's dope, dog.
Yep.
So then how do you get the name Black Jordan through all of that? Like
Well, that story is crazy. It's like, so I grew up, like I said, I grew up in North Carolina. That's where I was born. Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Nash General Hospital.
come on now. You
Tell
heard
me.
that shout out.
43252.
That boy
You
know.
know, that's where I grew up, where I'm from. It's the country.
Yeah.
We had one Walmart, one Target,
Oh, yeah, it's the country.
one Chuck E. Cheese,
That's kind of fancy behind the Target and the Chuck E. Cheese. Though. That's
Yeah.
fancy country.
one KFC.
Yeah.
They all was on the same street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the highway, off the highway.
Off the highway.
Yep.
Off that interstate, huh?
Yeah.
The service road.
You go a little further, car dealerships. You got Golden Corral, Western
Not
Si-
the Golden. Shout out Golden Corral.
Golden Corral,
Yeah,
Listen,
classic.
Western Sizzling,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sizzlers. Yeah.
JC
Shout out
Penney's,
all that.
Got the
Yeah.
mall, the little mall.
Y'all had a Shoney's?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shoney's. Dang, I
Had the
used to have a
Shoney's.
Shoney's t-shirt.
Ooh,
That was
Yeah.
a huge
Shout out.
score from America.
Shout out Shoney's.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah, man.
Shoney's, yeah.
But yeah, I was there one summer. I used to go there every summer to visit my grandparents
Mm-hmm.
for the summer, and I had my best friend. He literally grew up living behind me,
Yeah.
like right behind my grandmother's house.
Wow.
His house is still there to
Yeah.
this day.
Sick.
Like walk through the woods, you're right there.
Yeah.
Like couple trees, you
No,
know,
walk through. No, walk through.
push a couple
All that
branches.
country,
yeah,
man, with
every,
everything.
every day.
Am I
Like,
right there behind my grandmother's
Garrett,
house?
come
Just
over.
walk through the woods.
Yeah.
The woods.
You're home,
Yeah.
you know. Shout out to my boy Garrett.
Shout out
man.
Garrett.
Yeah. But yeah, we practically grew up together.
Yeah.
You know, our childhood was ridiculous. We was, just
Boys in the country.
young country kids.
Yeah, that sounds
getting
like a
into
great
shit.
time.
Getting
Yeah.
in the shit. What else can you
Yeah.
do in the
Just being
country?
rascals.
Paintballing.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
Walmart, one Chuck E. Cheese. There's only so
Yeah.
much you
Yeah.
can do, baby.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I would say it was one of those summers I went over there,
Mhm.
and he was like, yeah, like my friends are having a 4th of July party, but it was like during the daytime. It was like 11, 12 o'clock. So I was like, all right, cool. I could like, am I gonna go with Garrett? Yeah, sure, do your thing.
It's just through the forest.
Went over there. It was, drinking beers,
Yeah.
doing stuff we ain't had no business doing.
No, was Garrett a white boy?
Yes.
Okay, let's get that clear.
Yes.
Okay.
Garrett was white.
Wow.
That was my boy.
That was a big.
That was my boy.
But I had to get there because I'm like,
That was my
all right,
boy.
I see where the story's coming
And he
from.
could shoot. He could shoot.
Let's get some context.
He could shoot now.
Yeah.
My best friend in the country was a white dude too. His name was
He
Ronnie.
could shoot, man. He could shoot
Shout out
ball.
Ronnie.
Like, he could shoot 3-pointers.
Yeah.
He could shoot the half-court shots. Like, I'd be like, scoop. He'd be like, scoop. I'd be like, okay, cool, yeah. You know you've been watching. Like, you've been learning, man. But no, he was cold, man.
Yeah.
We used, he was way bigger than me. We used to get in fights all the time. Like, kick my ass sometimes. Then
Man,
I
that's
started
like me and
kicking
the
his
homie
ass.
Ronnie. I swear, bro.
Yeah,
He was older than me. He was big, but he was like my brother though, for real.
Yeah. My grandma come outside with a broomstick. Yo, stop it. I'm like, no. I'm gonna get him back.
Next day, cool, back cool.
Yeah, back cool. Back
Yeah.
hanging out at the creek, chilling. Nothing happened. Playing basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, so how you get so tell me the story. Tell me.
So yeah, man, it was 4th of July. We went. He was like, "Man, come over to my homie's house." I was like, "Cool." Whatever. Went over there, was hanging out. One of the older dudes was like, he was a white guy. He was older. He was like, "Yo, man, what's your name?" I was like, "Jordan." He was like, "Oh, we got a white Jordan and a black Jordan." And at first, I was pissed.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was so mad because I was
Yeah.
young. Keep in mind, I was young, so I'm
Yeah.
like, "What's this dude being a racist? Being
Yeah.
racist towards me? Like,
Oh, what's up, bro?
like, why I gotta be black Jordan? I'm just Jordan." Like,
Yeah.
but then eventually, I was like, "There's nothing wrong with being black." Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I eventually accepted it, and I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna drop the C. I'm gonna add an A. Make
Yeah.
it cool.
Yeah,
Black.
black.
BLAAK."
Yeah.
And that's just been it ever since.
That is a cool ass story, man.
Yeah, I could definitely laugh at it now. Like,
Yeah, man. The growth in that, right?
yeah,
Wow.
Dang, that's wild.
That is a wild ass story.
it was crazy.
It's super wild because I just had a white homie too growing up in the country, and his name was Ronnie. And it sounded like the same story, except I just didn't play the drums. Or never met his uncle who called me Black Lance.
Yeah, we already have a Lance.
It's White
sorry.
Lance and Black Lance.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, she wasn't out of it. So her
Yeah.
name was White Jordan.
Yeah, for sure. I
was
mean, with
like,
a name like Lance,
cool.
it was like they just thought I was white if they didn't know anyway. If they ain't never
Yeah.
saw me. Lance is over here. All right, this safe. They get there like, who is this black ass kid? This Lance. Oh, Black Lance.
Oh, you didn't say Black Lance. This changes the whole dynamic.
Hey, you gotta get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You can't play Mario Kart.
Hey.
Get the fuck out.
I don't care.
Man,
Check his
listen.
pockets.
Yeah. I mean, it ended up being a fun ass time.
Yeah,
too,
man, I love
though.
that.
Like afterwards, I was like,
Yeah.
it's like I'm about to
Yeah, man.
crash out, and then it was like, nah, I'm not gonna crash out. It's
Yeah.
cool. Like,
Yeah.
were you mad you're black?
Yeah.
Like,
No, Black
no.
Man Jordan.
Black Jordan.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nah, that's a dope ass story,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a cool thing about the country. I don't know if it's cool actually because I've never lived in the country, but just based on a story, it's cool when people can talk about different races or cultures without being like either
Yeah.
offensive or taking offense.
No,
I think it's-
totally.
I think
Like-
that's one of the benefits too of the country. It's different than a place like Denver, right?
Where everyone thrives off taking offense.
Well, not even so much that, but it's kind of more of a concealed thing, right? Like, oh, that's taboo. I shouldn't call you Black Jordan, right? Versus, like, I know for the South specifically, the dude might be a racist. I'm not gonna say that he's not.
Yeah, no, I mean, he was cool.
Yeah,
to clear his
right?
name, he
clear his
actually
name.
was cool. He
Yeah,
meant
yeah,
no
yeah.
harm.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and I'm
He
not
just
even
was
speaking about
being
him
cool,
in general.
you know,
right?
he
I'm
was
just-
like-
the temperature of the
Yeah.
South. It's just a different level of understanding. But there's also, it's weird. There's a certain level of love and respect that you get in small towns and the country and in the South. Like, it's just different. Like, versus, not no shot at Denver or the Midwest, but it gets kind of weird when you get away from the southern part of the country.
Yeah,
Or maybe like, because I think Toronto is a similar vibe. I always say this is like just because people are different doesn't mean it's bad. And like where I lived in Toronto, is like a lot of different people and people, you're like, this is that area, that is that area, but it's celebrated, and
Hell
it's
yeah,
like-
we was like a neighborhood, like
Totally.
our part of town. You just represented. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
decent
man.
time in the South.
I
What-
love it though.
What
Black is beautiful, man.
I think you've had
Yes.
a pretty interesting journey too, right? Like as far as on your career path, like on your journey.
Definitely.
What would you say was I don't want to kind of give our question, but like,
Go ahead.
give me okay.
Give
So
our
we do this
question.
thing called a welcome to it moment, right? I know it's kind of early in the episode, but anyway, the welcome to it moment, and it's when do you feel like Black Jordan arrived beyond getting the name, but putting the name with your craft, and then like having an experience where like, oh yeah, I'm definitely about to keep doing this.
Um, I would say, I feel like I arrived before I became Black Jordan. If that make any sense.
Nah, make
Black
it, I mean,
Jordan
it do,
was
but
just
make it
like
make sense to the people.
the kind of brand that I want to stick behind. Like, okay, oh, you Black Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, that inconspicuous thing. Like, people don't know. Like, maybe I got music. Maybe I was just play drums. Maybe I produce. Maybe it's just that kind of that whole persona. But I would say my welcome moment would have possibly been when I started playing with. Well, it was a show. It was actually like a showcase, um, CSAC showcase, in Atlanta. And Arrested Development, they was headlining. I was playing with somebody else that night. I can't fully remember because it was a minute ago, but I was playing with somebody else. Um, and they didn't have a drummer that night, and I had my drums on the stage. So I was like, yo. And then crazy thing is, shout out to Tasha LeRae. She's one of the members of Arrested Development. She's my mom's best friend. So she was like, I walked up to her. It was like, yo, let me play with y'all. She's like, okay, let me ask him if it's cool. Ended up letting me play. We was up there playing Everyday People.
Like, everyday people.
Everyday people.
Yeah.
We was playing that joint.
Everyday people.
Yep.
Like that?
Yeah. But that was crazy. That was like my made it moment.
Yeah.
But it also was kind of crazy too because I was still like 15 years old.
Were you shitting
You a
bricks
teenager.
when you're walking up there being like, "This is what I'm
I
doing."
mean, nah. I just got on the drums and got
That's
up
your
there.
comfortable
It's
spot.
Like, they either gonna tell me to stop or keep going.
Yeah.
You
Straight
know?
up.
I got on
I'm
there.
over here, though.
I was like, we're doing it.
That's
Are we
great.
doing it? Are we doing it? All right, we're here. Oh, they cool.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Oh, they like it. I'm gonna get some more of this shit I've been working on.
Yeah.
Flip the stick in
So,
there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
That's a dope moment, man, to just kind of just put yourself in position to get up there with Arrested Development.
Yeah. It was kind of heavy, like that show, because it ended up asking me to audition for the band. But like I said, I was 14 years old. The tour was in Japan.
Jeez.
Asia.
Yeah.
So I went auditioned. A couple other people auditioned. They ended up picking them because I was so young.
Yeah.
It was like, damn, well, if we pick him, we're going to have to pay for his dad or his mom to come
Right.
to accompany him.
Right.
Because he's a minor.
Yeah.
It's two people we
Yeah,
gotta pay.
so I lost
Yeah.
that one, but, it was still enough.
Yeah, that's
like,
a big moment, though.
Yeah, that
man.
was a spike. Like, it was kind of like, dang, yeah, bro, keep pushing.
Mhm.
Totally. Yeah, you start finding that like thread that you are like, okay, cool. I'm gonna keep pulling on this, see where this goes. That got you to. We were talking before, so this got you to Rory to there.
Rory was the next
So that
situation.
such a
that
fun,
was random as
such
hell.
a fun.
It was
treat.
so random.
Shout out Rory.
Yeah, he was.
Shout out to Rory.
yeah.
I love you, Rory. I love you, man.
He was one of my favorite artists. Yeah, all through college, he just made such cool music, and like at that time too, it was very avant-garde. I felt like no one was doing it like him.
Bro,
Probably still not. I don't know if he's still making music, but
like the creative process behind like meeting somebody like him, and at his time, I was a little older than he was, like the age I was when I was starting out, kind of like 15,
yeah,
16.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I was a little older, like 17,
right.
18.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh.
Got the little homie trying to go.
I remember when I was doing that, like, nah, man, but nah, like honestly, from the first day I met him, we got called to come to the studio, not the studio, but a rehearsal spot. They was like, pull up, we're gonna pay you, pull up, we're gonna play the song. Let's just rehearse with this kid, this new kid or whatever, went down there. We was playing God's Whisper.
Sick.
If you listen to the song of God's Whisper, you'll understand like it's really no drums in it for real.
Right.
Like the record, there ain't no drums in it.
Yeah.
So I'm in there like trying to figure it out. I'm like trying shit. You know, he's like, no man, go for the blood. Like just got.
Yes.
And I think I got a video.
Right here.
Yeah, it'd be awesome if I could just show like
Yeah.
kind of what we got thrown into.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just like we didn't start from a I guess small perspective. This was BBC Radio Festival in Hackney, London.
Sheesh.
Um,
How old
that
is he here?
16.
Crazy.
Wow.
You could clearly see I'm a lot younger. Too. Once they zoom in on me, you'll see it. It was a lot younger. Shout out to Joy Angel on backgrounds. They're incredible artists as well now.
Did you play
That's
on
Dre, Slim on keys.
That's you right there in the back.
That's me back there.
Yeah, we see you.
Jumping
Standing.
up and down on a trampoline.
Really?
No, not really.
I'm like, bro, we just never pretend I was jumping up story. I was like, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Did you do his tour?
Yes, did a few of them.
Did you ever play Larimer Lounge in Colorado?
No, I didn't. That's me right there. But no, I don't think we did that one. That might have been a little further in his career.
Going crazy up there.
That's Sherrod too back there on guitar.
And so these dudes that you're naming off, shout them out, right? That's your brothers.
Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers. Shout out to the Band of Brothers because that's
Cool.
like that's where you at now with it, right? That is your collective.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the same guys from this time ago.
Hey, we 15 years. I think we celebrating 15 years this year.
Wow.
Cool.
Man.
Yeah, crazy.
And is this where y'all all met working with Rory or nah?
Nah.
Y'all had already been working together prior to this.
Yeah, prior to this, actually, now that I think about it, my first major situation would have been with Kevin Ross on Maxwell. We was opening up for Maxwell.
Sick.
Like
with your crew.
Same band.
Yeah.
Sick. One thing I was curious about. Sorry, I got totally distracted by it. He's just such a sick live show.
Yeah, this was high energy.
Yeah. One thing that's crazy is like, how do you keep a band like that together for so long? Because you guys are probably scattered all over the country now.
It's funny you say that. We actually are, man. We are. I mean, I'm out here. Everybody else is based in Atlanta, and then Dre, the bass player, he's based in New Zealand.
Oh wow,
So he actually lives in New Zealand, so
that's cool.
he comes back and forth, and he's working on stuff out there, incredible stuff.
Sick.
You know, just building it up so we can come out there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and do our thing. But yeah, this was like the peak of our career. This is when we was like, oh man,
we in it.
Like what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what's going on? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is dope, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that's wild. So then you go from this experience. How do you continue to elevate then? Because you're not. I mean, you're still at this juncture so young, and as we can see, you're playing this insane stadium right now.
Yeah,
Like, how do you even continue to
like
grow?
at a festival. That was like one of the dome, like the tents they had at the festival, but it was a BBC tent. So this was streamed on BBC Radio,
Sick.
live on the radio, and like they have a video. We can't watch the full video in America, only out there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy, but yeah, man. Shout out to Rory, man. He definitely. I feel like he definitely crafted me as a drummer because his music was so different.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we had to find our own pocket within his music to kind of make it
work
more dope.
Totally.
You know, his music was already dope, but it's like, okay, like what can we add to it
Right.
without it being too
something,
out of the
different.
way.
Right.
Yeah.
Because one thing I always think is interesting is, especially with like rappers and MCs and stuff, is like, not to be rude, but maybe like 9 times out of 10, the better listening experience is in your car or
That's
On
fucking rude.
record. Yeah, sorry.
As I'm sitting here as the MC, like, what is he about to say?
Sorry.
What are you about to say? Yeah, I'd rather just listen to you when you're not there.
Well, you know what I mean? It's like
It is better.
It
Nah,
j-
it definitely makes it
But
better.
it does take like a special artist to. It does take.
Oh, that was in Norwich, by the way. That wasn't in Hackney. And also,
Oh shit.
sidebar. So after we did this performance, I was on my own thing. I was like me and I want to say Dre. Me and Dre kind of like started just walking. No, it wasn't Dre. It was me and Sherrod. Me and Sherrod, the guitar player. We started kind of like wandering. I was like, I want to go see Taylor Swift, Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
I want to go see all these folks. And we was on the backstage,
Yeah.
literally watching them. Right, man. Apparently, we had all got a text that was saying like the last van is leaving to take us back to our hotel.
Oh no.
So me and Sherrod made it on the van. Dre and Slim, they didn't make it. They actually had to take like 3 or 4 buses
To get back to the hotel.
They had to talk to some ladies of the night
Oh man.
to show them how to get back because their phones was dead. But
Shout out to
eventually
the
they
ladies
made
of the
it.
night.
Yeah.
Shout out to the ladies of the night. They helped them out that
Yeah.
night.
They give best directions.
We tried to wait. Like I told the driver to stop the bus because they was coming back to the van. He was like, "No, I'm gone."
No.
Like he was driving and he ain't stopped.
Yo, how rude.
It was nothing like, yeah.
What can
bro.
you do? Yeah,
It's
we all
crazy.
don't need to be stranded.
was
Somebody need to
bad.
be there.
It's
Yeah,
bad.
Somebody need
man.
to be at the room when y'all get there. So y'all know that we good. I'll do that part. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
back home.
man.
Y'all get lost. I'm gonna go home.
You don't need any more ladies of the night.
No, I don't need to be around nothing like that. Shout out to the
Hey.
ladies of the night, but I'm a man of the daytime.
The only way they got back too, by the way, because their phones was dead. Need I remind you, their phones was dead, so they didn't have the address to the hotel.
Oh,
Yo.
man.
The only way they got back was because they told them they were trying to get back to SeaWorld, which SeaWorld was right down the street from our hotel.
Oh, they're
Is
like,
it
we
just
can
like,
just
it's
get to
fine.
It was
SeaWorld,
like
we
a
good.
brothel. It was like a brothel hotel. Like, now,
SeaWorld's
of course,
not
we had our
SeaWorld.
own rooms.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But it was like
it's a lot of stuff going on in there.
very small. It was just small. It was like, I got my room, you got your room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why the ladies
What
of
you
the night
doing?
know how to get there.
Yeah, they was
It's
like,
like
oh
if you
yeah,
wait
I
20
know
minutes,
exactly
that's-
where you're going.
We doing the
I'm
overtime.
on shift, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on shift tonight.
Yeah.
You gotta wait a little bit. We'll take you. I'm sure.
No
I'm
ganja.
sure our manager of the night won't mind getting in the car with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody watching this, just don't miss your bus back.
Hey, you hear
Yeah.
that?
To
Yeah.
Norwich.
Well, that's a diamond. Don't
Yeah.
miss your bus.
Yeah.
If you're
Bag
going to-
lady
if you're
or
going to
bag
Norwich,
man.
Yeah.
you going to Norwich, don't miss your bus. It's not the place.
Yeah.
The bus.
Hey man, so I also know too, bro. You are. I mean, you beyond just an entertainer. I mean, you're a father. And yeah. So shout out to babies, right? And
Yeah.
so like,
Speaking of ladies of the night.
like, how do you? What is that like for you? Like, what is that like?
I
simply?
hate leaving my babies, man.
Mhm.
Like,
To have to
at
travel.
the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
So that's why I be hard on the people that's be booking me.
Yeah. Like, hey, look, I really got somewhere else I need to be.
Yeah, I'm like, look now.
Don't
Yeah.
play with. I'm not
Your
here for a good time.
attitude does not compare to my 5-month-old
Yeah.
and my 7-year-old. Like,
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
yeah, nah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So well, that's that. He's
Yeah.
got kids. He's got shit to do.
Yeah, you better pay
Hurry
him,
up.
pay him accordingly.
Pay him accordingly. Pay him right. Pay him on time every time. You ain't got
Yeah.
time. All
Yeah.
right.
I do feel like your rate does go up when you become a parent.
What?
But
Yeah.
I will say though to
Yes.
just to piggy off of that topic because that's a real topic, bro. Like you know, not only do I gotta like my child's mother, like you know,
Yeah.
she's important to me as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
That's my lady. Like I
Yeah.
love her. So at the end of the day, I want to make sure she good too.
Right.
Like to
Yeah. Trying to get a healthy balance,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
work-life balance.
babies are a lot, bro.
Say that.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
They wake up when they
We
want
just had
to.
a
they go
conversation
to
about
sleep
how
when they
hard it
want
is to be a dad, man.
Yeah.
That's hard work, bro. Because our
Honestly, the babies is the easiest part.
Oh yeah. What you got? Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Light work.
But it's like, yeah, when they start going out into the world and being little humans,
For
that
real.
dad job gets even harder to have to, even for you, like to have to travel in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
be gone
It's
weeks
like
at a
2
time.
weeks,
Yeah.
3 weeks,
Right.
2 months.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wait till you're like,
Y'all coming with me?
yeah, yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah. until it's like a couple years in, and you're like, yeah, I'll take that month-long job.
Yeah, when them kids start running, you like, yeah, actually, I need a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody booking out? I'm coming to Japan. Yeah, I ain't going to Japan. I'm going to go
We'll
to Japan.
work for hotel rooms.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So since you got such a cool, one of the coolest jobs, you done toured the world, been around with everybody, and you know what I'm saying? That's what an experience. Like if you could trade for just a day with somebody else, what else would you do? Just for a day.
I'd probably trade with Floyd Mayweather.
Be a
Yeah.
boxer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a retired boxer. Which Floyd? Fighting Floyd or
Fighting Floyd.
Okay.
Whoa, tight.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Tell us
cool.
what
I
you got.
mean-
You got to elaborate. Why would you want to be a boxer?
I mean, I had a 7-1, I guess.
Yeah.
Not gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
7-1 record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting?
Yep.
Karate? What would you do?
Nah,
Jiu-jitsu?
boxing.
Boxing?
Dang.
Yeah.
So you box
Yep.
also and drums.
Mhm.
Wow, that's a cool fact, man.
Yeah,
Dang.
Golden Gloves. Trying to go to the Junior Olympics, but
Yeah.
you know, things happen.
Yeah.
I ended up playing drums. You know, I was like, I don't want to keep doing this. You know, it was cool. Don't get it wrong. Like, don't get me twisted. Like, I was nice with it.
Yeah.
Like, I had some great trainers. I had like shout out to Frank. He passed away. Rest in peace, Frank. He was Latina.
Mm-hmm.
Kept me right. You know, Craig, Coach Craig. That was my coach. He was black guy.
Yeah.
And then Jack was my other coach, my white coach.
Yeah. White
He's-
Jack.
Yeah,
White
black.
Jack was fired. Listen, he ain't take no shit.
Yeah.
His son was Golden Gloves, Junior Olympics winner, like
Yeah.
silver gloves, everything.
Yeah.
Like he was the top of the top. He was the run of the rank top 3 fighters. Mitchell Foley. I don't know what he's doing right now, but
Yeah. So Jordan don't only beat the drums, he'll beat your ass.
Whoa.
that ass.
That's cool.
I like that. That's
I
Yeah.
have to.
That's a
That's
clip.
cool
Okay.
tech for you.
That's good.
Still got him.
Hey, Jordan won't just beat your ass. I mean, beat the drum. Jordan won't just beat the drums. He'll beat your ass.
It's good to eat. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that was
That's
that.
what you
I
was-
mean, between boxing, like, of course, because I feel like you got to be like one track minded with either thing, like whether it's music,
Mhm.
boxing, sports. Like you can't do just like can't play around with doing both
Yeah.
Totally.
to be the best
Mhm.
at it. Like you got to choose something. So I ended up choosing music
Yeah.
because that's something that I love. I always loved music.
Mm-hmm.
Boxing was something I realized I was good at.
Yeah. Feel that.
Still enjoy it.
That makes me think of a question that I'm doing a new series on starting now
Mhm.
called Loyal to It, presented by Eureka Loyal to the Oil.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Oh, I like
Fire.
that.
Yeah.
Shout out Eureka.
With all, so you kind of talk about like there's like a million routes to go. How do you stay loyal or consistent to the craft that you're doing right now?
I just try to keep it fresh to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, keep it fresh. Work on different stuff.
Mm.
Put yourself in different, you know, like different scenes. You know, like work on this. Go do some folk music. Go do some hip hop music. Go produce do everything
Yeah.
that you can do
Yes.
till something clicks.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, because either something will pop off or you'll find something that you're like, I love this so much that I
love
don't even
this
give a
too
shit.
much.
Yeah,
Too
totally.
much. Too much.
Totally.
Facts.
Totally. That's dope. That's a great one. Book, yeah.
I got a couple good questions for you.
Whoa.
One,
Oh.
if you could, I like this one a lot. If you had a soundtrack, and it's because he's a drummer, right? He knows all the shit. He knows a lot of songs. if you had a soundtrack to your life, what would be the opening song?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's gonna be an Elton John record.
I love Elton John. Tiny Dancer? Maybe it would be mine.
Do you like Elton over?
I'd probably say the opening song to my life would probably be Roxanne.
Roxanne?
Yeah.
You don't have to turn on the red light.
Yeah.
That That's tight, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, that was one of my favorite songs to keep up.
Hey.
I'm learning a lot about you. That why I fuck with you for real on
That
this
song
show.
is
That's
gangster.
crazy, bro. That shit was on the soundtrack. Remember the movie? with
Or
Eddie?
Feel It in the Air,
Phil-
Air Tonight by
Ye-
Phil Collins. Either one of
Yes.
those.
Damn.
Phil
One of
Collins.
those
That's
two.
what I was gonna say.
That's great.
Are you a Elton John or Phil Collins guy?
Dang, that's so hard.
It's
Didn't
Phil
Elton
for
John
me.
do Benny and the Jets?
Benny, Benny. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
on all of them.
I
I
know,
love
it's
all
so
of that
hard.
shit.
They
So
are hard
hard.
to pick. And that was
Yeah.
my argument when somebody asked me that shit. I know that's kind of
Yeah.
random, but yeah, just kind of.
Do you know who did a great Phil Collins flip was Beanie Siegel? Do you remember that?
What? That song is crazy.
We should
That actually was like, as a kid, that was the first song I was like, I love music.
bro, we
That
should
was
do
one.
that. We should recut that some kind of way. Make a funky ass cut to that.
Yes.
Cut this part out because I want to.
This is a good idea.
Woo,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be tight.
that'd be tight.
Yeah, that
In the
is.
Jets. What?
Yeah.
That's rock and roll, bro.
That's fucking rock and
Come on,
roll.
man.
Come on,
Can I
man.
take a break right quick so I can fill my drink up?
Yeah, please. I think it's right here.
Look, it's right here. It's right here. You ain't gotta take a break. You ain't gotta leave. Here, look. It's not under the table. Why you? Oh, shit. That's crazy.
Benny in the. Oh, there it is. No, did you the Beanie Siegel did a Phil Collins flip. The Feel It in the Air.
Oh, feel it in the air.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was one of the coolest.
That's
Phil
one of the
Collins
hardest
flips. I love
Beanie
that.
single songs too, boy.
Yeah, I love Beanie Siegel.
Ooh,
Love
that's
him.
tough. All right, man. Well, I don't know where we at within the space of this.
I got we got 47, probably two more.
Yeah.
One of them was our eureka moment.
Yeah.
Our
Hey.
eureka- You want to do a eureka hit?
Hell
This has
yeah.
got weed in it. Might be. Hold on, let me unclog it for you.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Make sure it's.
I was just
proper.
like, I should have a pen on this podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to our sponsors over at Eureka, keeping us going.
Yep.
Keeping us going.
You can.
I
choo-
need some pens, Eureka.
Come on, pull up.
All right. Well, I'll tell you why this pen is cool. So this got two flavors right here: tropical twist or citrus splash.
It's
Take-
crazy work.
Or
So
you could
that's
do
a-
combo. You could
So
do
that's
them.
a real thing?
Yeah. You slide it on the
My
side.
okay. Yeah, my cousin he got a pen like this. He swearing up and down about it. He was like,
Yep.
yeah, bro, I got two different strains, man. Or I
Yep.
can use both of them. I
Yep.
was
Yeah. Come
That-
on, Eureka.
That's a eureka
come on.
pen.
Word
that's
of mouth
it.
is the
Yeah.
best piece of mouth.
Yes. Unless it's on your wiener.
Whoa. I was trying to make a motherfucking ad and you.
This is a good ad,
Now
dude.
we can't.
If you like getting your dick sucked or getting high, Eureka is for you.
I like that.
Right?
I can smoke that in the crib.
Right?
Oh, dude, don't.
Nice and easy.
We gotta edit this whole thing. You said that shit. He said, "I like that." We
Nah,
did
not that. I
promote
like the
getting your wiener
Eureka.
sucked and
I
smoking
like
weed.
the Eureka.
Yeah.
I like
Shout out
the Eureka.
man.
Let
You
me
guys
goddamn
keeping us right.
specify,
Yeah,
man.
we love 'em.
Which
So
leads us. Go ahead. You
yeah,
do
so
it.
since
You're
I'm
going
making it,
crazy.
yeah,
You're going
so I'm running
crazy.
amok over here. Our eureka moment. What was something? What's something that you've learned on your life journey that you're like, man, this was invaluable, and I'm so glad I learned it.
Chasing money.
Okay, tell us
Don't
more.
chase money.
Okay, come on
Don't
now.
chase opportunities. Don't chase money. You know, most times when you do that, you end up in some fucked up situations. Excuse my language. Bleep.
No, you're not the bleep. We
You end up in
already
some
said
fucked up shit when you chasing, just trying to make it happen on your own. But that's kind of like, I feel like that kind of I'm gonna piggyback more on that on the last question. I hope you guys ask me.
No, we will.
Yeah, because I
This
got a
is-
whole thing for that. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, just
'cause
lead
it's
into
just
it. Go
kinda
ahead, go
like,
ahead. But the
you know.
spiritual.
Yeah, the spiritual truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this will be your eureka moment and one spiritual truth if they make sense together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I would say, yeah, don't chase opportunities. Definitely, it's nothing wrong. Definitely be humble. Don't be thirsty. There's a difference between being humble and thirsty. Be humble. With being humble, that doesn't mean that you can't glorify the things that you have done or the things that you're doing
Mhm.
or the accomplishments that you may have made. You know what I'm saying, right? Um, that's something that I would definitely say because it took me just kind of stepping away from everything and just to realize that like what makes me happy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like what's the little things that I could do outside of going to do this or going on TV or
Yeah.
or going on tour or whatever or
Yeah.
playing festivals, whatever the case may be. What are the things that makes me happy? And that thing is actually just creating good music.
Mhm.
I love to do that. That's something that I really truly love.
So that's like your eureka moment then of
Yeah.
just figuring out like the little things you enjoy.
Yeah,
Too.
and to expound on it a little more, I would say because I wrote some stuff down because I was definitely thinking about that question that stuck out to me the most out
Yeah.
of all the whole questionnaire. But I was able to
Let me
elaborate.
pose
and
that
just-
question so everybody knows exactly
All
what you're
right.
about to get into.
Yeah.
So it's about give us one spiritual truth that if you could have come true or be right, be one, then what would it be? Like,
Yeah.
what would that spiritual truth be that you would live by?
I would say this is what I wrote.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just read it to y'all. 'Cause
Sports prepared.
It came, straight to me. But what I wrote was, God is the author of our lives, but we are the writers of it. We get to make decisions, but making the best ones are based on your faith and not self. Not being patient and graceful might lead to making a left when that right turn might have had you right down the street from your destination.
I love that. Dang, he is a
You know
pastor,
what I'm
huh? This
saying?
guy is a pastor.
Hey, boy.
You feel me?
Way to drop
Yeah.
some heat on
That's what I wrote.
That's good,
Like,
Jordan. I love
Nah,
that,
man.
brother.
You know what I'm
Thank you
saying?
for sharing that, man.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that came from a real place from you. So
Yeah.
thank you.
When you were writing that, what were you thinking about?
I was honestly, personally, just thinking about all the times that I tried to just use my own will to make shit happen when really,
Yeah.
like, hey, nigga, it's already written.
Yeah.
Nigga,
Just lean in on
yeah,
God.
lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
totally.
feel me? Lock
Yep.
in. Like not being locked in will lead to you not getting opportunities, not getting certain things that you feel like you deserve.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like just locking in for real is like that's what he really wants.
Yeah.
That's when he gonna be like, oh, well,
Yeah, now you get it. Yeah.
It's nothing. It's
Yeah.
nothing to him to be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, God got you.
Hey,
yeah.
One thing I was listening to a sermon on the way down here this morning, and the dude was talking about how you got to grow into your blessings. You know, like for example, if you have a 10-year-old kid and you're like, one day I'm going to give you my car when you have your driver's license.
Mhm.
I'm not going to give you the car right now because you haven't learned how to drive a car. You don't know the rules of the road, that type of thing. You got to
Grow.
evolve into that, and then as soon as you get to there, then all of a sudden all these blessings come. And I thought that was a good word of just like,
Yeah.
man,
Man,
you really do
Honestly, that's a perfect point
have
to get to, bro. Cause look, I'm gonna break it down to y'all. I did some unorthodox stuff like within from 2020 to now.
Mhm.
My whole life was unorthodox because I literally had everything.
Right.
I had everything. Like I feel like I peaked out, to be real, and I was like, oh, the only thing I feel like I could do right now is move to a different city. And then shout out to my lady. Like we middle school sweethearts. I know her since 2020. Like I mean, not even 2020. Like I'm talking like 2007.
Yeah.
Middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We always supported each other. She's an amazing woman as well. She has businesses and she runs her businesses and stuff. Very business organized. She taught me a lot of stuff about how to run my business and approach my own business ventures.
Yeah, I was
like
there
that.
for one of them conversations.
Yeah,
It's unique.
Martin and Gina.
It's very special. I'm telling you.
Martin and Gina.
The way they drop, the
Yeah.
way they get into a diamond is very special. But they get there though. For
We
sure.
get there. Listen, man, for sure, we gonna get there. But yeah, man. Yeah, like
You were saying that you felt like you peaked out and you needed to just move to another city.
yeah, totally. And I was in love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm out. I went to Mount Princeton a couple times. I went to Glenwood Springs,
Right.
the Broadmoor. Like I seen all the sand dunes,
Yeah.
all the Denver spots
Sand
that's
dunes.
fire. Yeah, I was like, man, I live in Atlanta. Like, we don't got none of this shit out here. I went back. I was just remember going back there and being like,
Mhm.
when the time's right, I'm out. Like, and I eventually moved. Came
Yeah.
situation and yeah, man. Now it's just kind of been like, um, I feel like it's just an even playing field
Mhm.
because people don't necessarily see me and be like, oh, what you working on now? What you doing next? Like, it's
Yeah.
not like that out here.
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't nobody checking for that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yo, what?
Yeah.
What?
And that kind of alludes to the point of you making being unorthodox about
Yeah.
it, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, my pops used to always tell me, like, you never want to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
If you're comfortable, you're doing something wrong. You should always be uncomfortable. And there's nothing wrong with being uncomfortable.
Man, that's real.
For sure.
Because eventually, you're going to be comfortable.
Yeah, there's something to
Totally.
come from.
Yeah,
And then
totally.
you got to get uncomfortable again. Cause
Yeah,
like,
you got to do it
Yeah,
again. Yeah,
totally,
Get
yeah.
comfortable with
Yeah,
being
for
uncomfortable.
real.
100%.
For
I
real.
love that.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Cool
Come
t-shirt.
on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
I love that word.
But yeah, man, I definitely say I came out here and lost. Like, I didn't lose nothing, but I was like, a lot of people was like, oh yeah, he don't live here no more. We're gonna call somebody else doing that type of thing. So I
Right.
was like, just out here,
Yeah.
like living life, having fun,
Yeah.
like finding the joys ATV and going
Yeah.
on trips, like
Totally.
having a good time, and eventually I got called randomly. I did my vision board. My girl was on my ass. She was like, "You accepted the gig and you ain't, you know, do your vision board,
Yeah.
but you got a gig." I was like, "We need money."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
like, "What are you talking about? We need money." Like,
This is the board.
man. I'm not gonna lie. Like that same night, maybe the next day, we actually wrote our vision boards out, and I remember writing down. I was like, "I want to go on tour. I want to play on TV. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that." Literally wrote it all down, and it all happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is how you got to the
Yeah.
Back
Jack.
to back. The Doechii. Doechii started all that stuff for us, I would say. Like that was the first it's a video we did. We don't gotta play the whole video either. We can just play like a little bit of it. But we did Jimmy Fallon. They was looking for a band in New York. I was like, I live in New York.
You was already in New York at the time.
Hell no.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I was out here. I was like, yeah, I live in New
Was it your
York. Like,
place
what's
in New York,
up?
though? Yeah,
Hell
I'll get
yeah,
there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there. Like,
Yeah.
I buy my, yeah, we there.
So this is
What
you
up?
and the Band of Brothers again.
Band of Brothers again. Shout
Sick.
out to
And
Slim.
this is with Doechii.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This was our first TV performance.
So cool.
Um,
So cool.
yeah, it was crazy. It was a historic moment for me because I
There you
got
go.
everything else
the
happened
bucket
after
hat.
this. You know what I'm
Everything
saying?
after this was up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what a cool artist. Man, it's really neat that you've got to work with like some really incredible artists.
Yeah. And at the beginning, it seems like
Look,
too.
what did I say earlier? When I stopped trying to force shit to happen,
Yeah.
just let it happen. That's when it's the most beautiful.
Totally.
Like shit that you would never imagine. Remember I text you.
Yeah.
I was at Tiny Desk.
Tiny Desk, you text me.
April 1st.
Yep.
Watch out. April 1st is dropping.
Cool.
April 1st. I'm not
Nice.
gonna say who it was with, but
You definitely
April
I
1st.
said, oh, bro, we was just talking about this. We actually already kind of
we
manifested.
submitted
this.
a whole
Yeah.
submission.
Sick.
And now you in that thing.
Sick.
Randomly, man. Like
So cool.
I'd be like, dang, for real?
Yeah,
Like,
the big
Oh,
homies
that's
be
what you
watching
do?
out.
Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, that be my thing too. You know what I'm saying? Of just like giving it to God.
Totally.
Like all of it. And I'm becoming more of a student of that, of just like, I'm just gonna give it to you. Good stuff I'm unsure about. Everything. It don't just have to be our woes and our fears. It could be the things that your heart desires too. Just give it to him and then get out the way.
big facts.
Get out the way. Do your work, right?
Writing
That
it
don't mean you
down
don't.
too is
Yeah.
just as good.
That's
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
man,
important.
you got a notebook. Show me your note. You got your notebook?
Oh yeah, man, my notebook crazy. You saw my note. You know, he wrote
I was
all
like,
kind of
damn,
stuff.
I just thought you had it on you.
Oh my notebook. Yeah, it's in the car, but I ain't. Yeah,
He got the notebook.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be
You
writing
have
it
to.
down. You gotta write
No,
it
you
down.
have to. Yeah, those are like your prayers.
All right, play the
All right, we're
The-
gonna wrap it up with this story.
yep.
Yeah, well, the night we finished doing this show,
Mhm. The
Yep.
Doechii.
that night we finished doing that show aired or whatever. It was probably like 1 a.m.
Mhm.
I was at an Earth Gang concert. It was my bro EJ. EJ is in the Band of Brothers bass player. It was his birthday that night, so we went out to the Earth Gang concert in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
You know, hung out
How
like
cool.
right after we did that
Yeah, man, what a great.
because that was live.
What a ride! Right?
Yeah, what a
Yeah.
ride.
That was live. Yeah,
The Doechii one was live.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, that's heavy.
Yeah, it was live on TV.
Yikes.
So after that, we just went, kind of got slizzard.
Yeah. Treat yourself.
Went in
Nah.
it,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, we're leaving the concert, and I'm like going through my DMs for some reason. I was like going through my DMs, and I had a message from my bro Nemo. He was like, "Yo, man, who do you play for?" I'm like, "Nobody."
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? He literally was like, "Yeah, man, I need a band. Like, what's going on? Like, call me tomorrow." I literally flew back the next morning out here. I called him on my way to my crib from the airport at like 8 in the morning. It was super early. I was like, I just called him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I really want to persuade Jack to use a band." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, let's do
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Fuck it." Yeah, this is us on SNL. This was
So all this happened right after the Doechii. You did the Doechii.
literally.
Then you get the call about Jack. You go on the run with Jack.
Yep. Our first show was in front. Well, our first show, Green Day, played before we got on stage.
That's hard, man.
That's
Kind of
wild.
like
I think it don't get no better than that, man. Of
it was
just like,
wild.
of
Yeah.
just having a passion in your heart, writing it down, giving it to God, and then watching it all play itself out. And really, I think the jewel in that of what I'm hearing about your story, man, is just going with it. You know what I'm saying? Going forward
Hey,
and getting out of your
God
own,
trust the process.
yeah, and getting out of
Mhm.
your own way, and you're gonna land there, man.
Yeah.
What a hey, man. Thank you, bro, for coming
No
on
doubt.
Yeah.
You
and
already
chopping
know.
up with us.
Yeah.
It's very special, man. I think you shared a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yes.
hope people who know you and people who don't know you get to know you, but the ones who know you learn something different about you today, right? Or
Facts.
something that they didn't know. I hope you was able to get that off so they could get that with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Welcome to It podcast.
Hey, shout
Yeah.
out to Welcome to It, man.
Yeah, man. What up, though?